And it is 7:35 a.m. on this Thursday morning. And that can only mean one thing. Let me look. Yes, there he is. That's the Car Pro. He's on line one every Thursday. How are you, Jerry?
Good morning, fellas.
Good morning.
How's things in Lubbock, Texas?
It's getting hot.
They're just dandy. It's going to be summer today for the first time this year. Temperature is about 100 degrees. What about Big D?
Well, we had some storms blow through yesterday. We had a tornado about 50 miles to the east of here in Greenville. But it's been muggy. It's just, we've had so much rain, and then the sun comes out, and it's just super humid. Heat index today, 106 to 108. So,
wow.
Similar story, but that's okay because I got a car that the top goes down.
Yeah, I noticed that, Jerry. I noticed that, and I want to know what it is. You're driving $1 million Rolls Royce one week, and this week you're driving a Maserati.
Yes.
Boy, you feel pretty studly, don't you, driving around all those?
I've been on kind of a good roll lately. I didn't get to be with you guys last week, but I had the Cadillac Escalade, which is always nice. But this is the GranTurismo Maserati 2019 model. It's a pretty incredible car, I'll tell you the truth. And I admit to having a bias to Maseratis because I own personally a Quattraport, which is the big four-door. But there's a lot of similarities between the cars. This convertible's got the same engine that the one that I own. It's 455 horses. Feels like more, to be honest with you. But one of the things, there's two things really that people talk about that sell them on Maserati when they go look at them. One of them is the interior, and the other one is the sound. The exhaust sound of a Maserati is different than any other car out there. And there are cars with distinct sounds. Corvette is a real good example. When I can tell a Corvette's coming from a quarter mile away. Maserati's the same thing. The exhaust sound is just addictive. But the car runs and drives really well. It's kind of interesting. It has an absolutely beautiful interior, but the dash setup is very retro. It's very simple. You know, it doesn't have a lot of the configurations on the dash that you can do with so many cars today. Everything is fixed. There's simple little buttons for everything, which I love. Top goes down quickly. It's got a back seat. You could put two kids back there very easily. You could almost put adults back there, but they put a center console in the back seat that takes up a lot of room. And so that makes the seats not nearly as wide as what most adults would be comfortable in for a good while. But the interior is just absolutely beautiful. It's black and white inside. Everything is either black or white. And it's just stunning. This car is one of those head-turner cars where everywhere I go, people want to look at it, you know, and ride in it. And my neighbors, I had to take two of them for a ride Tuesday night that came over specifically to look at it. I said, well, let's just go for a ride. So we did. It's just a super fast car. No superchargers, no turbochargers, just a pure raw 455 horses, naturally aspirated. It's a joy to drive.
Well, tell us how much. That's what I want to know because I may be a buyer.
I was going to say, you make it sound very nice.
Well, it is. But you're going to need to step up to a window sticker of $193,500.
Ouch.
It's just out of my price
It's like
range.
buying a house.
Yeah, it really is. One of the things about this engine is built by Ferrari. And so you get a lot of those Ferrari characteristics with this car for about half the price of a Ferrari. So it's been an enjoyable week. It really has.
No. Well, wonderful. It is a good-looking automobile. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah,
wow.
It is. It's a head turner. There's no question about it. It's got a lot of carbon fiber. It's got big 22-inch wheels that are black, and the car is sort of it's a dark gray sort of color with a black top. Top goes into the trunk automatically. Top works well. It goes up and down really fast.
So how many Maseratis do they sell a year in the Dallas market? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, we've got a dealer in Dallas that I got mine from, and their biggest seller is the Ghibli, which is the least expensive Maserati. You can get one of those around $80,000. They do 30 a month or so. I mean, it's more than you think.
I was going to say, I remember when I lived in the Austin area, and also even when I lived in the DFW area a long time ago, that it was more likely than any other, I guess what you'd call high-end vehicle, to either see a Maserati or a Jaguar. Those were the two kind of more what you would consider high-end vehicles that you saw, of course, besides the Mercedes and the BMW.
Yeah.
They were just around, and it was something you don't see in the Lubbock area very often.
No, and I'm sure, if you're going to get one, I helped a Lubbock listener on y'all's station recently get the new Maserati SUV, and he bought it in Dallas. But, he's also got to come back to Dallas when he wants it serviced.
Yeah, there's nowhere.
That's one of the problems.
Okay, well,
but they are nice.
Yes.
Yes. Let's talk about your website. What is it, carprousa.com?
Mm-hmm. Yes, carprousa.com.
If
somebody, from the menu,
if somebody wants to see this Maserati, can they go there and take a look at it?
Not yet. You'll be able to Monday. I do have pictures of it, a lot of pictures, as a matter of fact, on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/CarProShow.
I saw you tweet it out there too.
I did. I tweeted pictures of it too. But I think the big news that's up already, we've got a lot more stuff coming up today, but I've had a gazillion questions about the Hyundai Palisades, which is the new big third-row SUV, first one Hyundai's done. Now, this is a sister vehicle to the Kia Telluride that came out in January. And arguably, that SUV is the hottest SUV on the market. Dealers can't keep them in stock. They're pre-sold for a long time ahead. This thing has been a massive hit. Now Hyundai comes with the sister vehicle to the Kia Telluride. It's called the Palisades. Very similar, different look on the outside, but the underpinnings and powertrain are the same as the Kia. And we finally got pricing on it this week, so I'll lay that out for you at carprousa.com for those who have been wondering how's the Hyundai going to come in price-wise as compared to the Kia. And the truth is, the Hyundai came in a little bit cheaper, which is unusual. Good-looking rig, though.
Yeah.
Well, we do want to remind everybody, Jerry, of course, go to carprousa.com and catch a lot of information about automobiles that will be of interest to those who are so minded. But also, you are here live 11 to on KFYO, live from 11 to 1 every Saturday.
I am, and I will be there this Saturday. We had a lot of Lubbock callers last Saturday on the show, and we always welcome them. I always enjoy to talk to people out here.
So, Jerry, right quick, I just want to ask, just because it's been a while since I've heard much about them, the Hyundais, do they still have a very good reputation? I mean, and just quite a bit less expensive overall than a lot of vehicles? Yeah,
they do, and they haven't done anything with the new big SUVs, but the rest of the vehicles, they've been very aggressive with their incentives all year long. They've had great incentives on Sonata and Santa Fe and Tucson and the Kia Sorento. I mean, across the board, Hyundai Kia has been very aggressive. And, of course, both of them offer that 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, which a lot of people talk about. I always say on the air, that is more of a marketing thing than it is a practical thing. And the reason I say that is they're building such great cars these days, you're never going to use that 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Nothing goes wrong with them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're both car companies are doing really well.
Yeah. All right. Well, I was just wondering because just one of those things that you drive by the Hyundai dealership and just one of those things I thought about. But
yep.
All right.
There you go.
Well, thank you for calling in today. Car Pro Jerry Reynolds. Again, you're going to be on 11 to 1 Saturday. We'll catch you then.
See you guys.
All right. Bye.